Chapter 8 Introduction to HTML5 and CSS3. In today's world, we can exchange information and ideas with millions of people around the world using the Internet. Computers connected to the Internet are either servers or clients and communicate with each other through networking protocol. The clients send requests to the servers and the servers provide the required data in an instant. The servers store all the files and information in the form of websites. A website is a collection of web pages. A web page is a document that consists of graphics, text, videos, audios, and links to other pages. Each web page of a website has a unique address called Uniform Resource Locator (URL). We can use a URL to access any web page from anywhere in the world. Do you know how the web pages of a website are created? Well, they are created by using a computer language called HTML. HTML is short for Hypertext Markup Language. It is a formatting language that helps to create web pages. It allows us to define the structure of paragraphs, headings, links, block quotes, etc. on a web page. The output of HTML web pages is same on any type of computer and on any operating system, e.g. Mac and Windows. HTML5, which was released in 2008, is the latest and most advanced version of HTML. Hypertext. Hypertext is a piece of text on a computer document or web page which allows you to move to another computer document or web page if you click on it. A hyperlink may be textual and graphical. Markup language. Markup language is a language that helps us to use special symbols called tags to mark up a text document and instructs the browser how the text should be displayed. Key features of HTML5. HTML has many features. Some of them are as follows. It provides a flexible way to design web pages along with the text. It allows us to add a link on the web page. It allows us to build tables. It is a very easy and simple language. It is a platform-independent language. It is not a case-sensitive language. Tech fact: HTML language was redesigned by Tim Berners-Lee in 1989. It is a subset of Standard Generalized Markup Language (SGML). Types of HTML editor. HTML has two main types of editors: text editor and WYSIWYG editor. Text editor. Notepad and WordPad are examples of text editors. They can be used to create HTML documents. The user should have a proper knowledge of the HTML commands to develop web pages. WYSIWYG editor. WYSIWYG is short for What You See Is What You Get. A WYSIWYG editor allows the developer to see what the end result will look like when the document is being created. These editors provide various tools and graphical interfaces where the web pages are designed. Adobe Dreamweaver, Amya, and Google Web Designer are examples of WYSIWYG editors. HTML tags and attributes. As you are aware, HTML is a markup language that uses tags to mark up the content of the web pages. These tags also have their attributes. Let us discuss tags and attributes. Tags. We can define tags as the basic building blocks of a web page. They tell the browser how the information is to be displayed on the web page. Tags do not appear in the browser window, but they affect the display of the text and non-text items in it. Each tag in HTML follows specific rules and syntax. HTML tags are not case-sensitive, though there are some exceptions. For example, the things that follow ampersand and sign are case-sensitive. A tag name in an HTML document starts with an opening angular bracket and ends with a closing angular bracket. For example, tag name, content, tag name. Opening tag. Closing tag. The opening and closing tags appear to be same. The only difference is that the closing tag contains a forward slash before the tag name. Most HTML tags have opening and closing tags. A combination of opening tag, content, and closing tag is known as an element. The HTML tags have the following types: container tags. The tags that have both opening and closing tags are called container tags. For example, /b, b, head/head. Empty tags. Empty tags contain only opening tag. They do not have closing tag. These tags do not enclose any data. For example, br, hr, etc. Block level tags. These tags take up the full width available and by default, they begin on a new line. Paragraph p. Headings h1 to h6. Horizontal rule, hr, etc. are some examples of block level tags. Text level tags. These tags are used to mark up parts of the text. These tags do not start with a new line. Bold, b, superscript, sub, italic, I, subscript, sub, etc. are some common text level tags. Tags nesting. Tag nesting is the process of defining tags under tags. In other words, you can start a new tag before closing the previous tag. The only point to remember is that tags are nested on LIFO principle, that is, last in first out. This means that the tag that has been opened last should be closed first. Attribute. An attribute is a property that gives some additional information about a tag. It helps to enhance the functionality of a tag. It is always specified inside the opening tag. All attributes have two parts, a name and a value. The name is the property that you want to set. The value is what you want for the respective property. For example, body bg color is equal to blue. The bg color attribute of the body tag is used to add a background color to the body of the web page. For example, hr width is equal to 50%. The width is the attribute of the hr tag which specifies the width of the horizontal line in pixels or percentage. The default width is 100%. Rules for writing HTML5 codes. You should be aware of the rules for writing HTML codes. Some of them are listed on next page. Tag name should not contain spaces. Container tags should always be closed properly. There should be no spaces between and in a tag. Tags must be nested correctly. Values given to the attributes should be enclosed within the double quotes. Structure of an HTML5 document. An HTML5 document is a text file that consists of markup tags. The markup tags tell the web browser how to display the web page. A HTML5 file is saved with .htm or .html extension. The basic structure of an HTML5 document is shown as under doctype HTML. HTML. Head. Title of the web page /title /head. Body. Content of the page /body HTML. An HTML page is divided into two sections, head and body. Head contains the information which is not to be displayed on the web page. Body contains the information which is to be displayed on the web page. In HTML5 we can use a number of tags such as doctype HTML, HTML, head, title, and body. Let us discuss some of them. Doctype HTML tag. In HTML, the doctype HTML is not an element but a document type declaration that tells the browser about the version of HTML. It is not case sensitive, which means you can write it in either uppercase or lowercase. HTML tag. The HTML tag helps the web browser know that the text contained between HTML and /HTML is a web page and can be viewed using a web browser. Every web page coding must start with the HTML tag and end with the /HTML. Head tag. The head tag defines the header area of a web page. The information given in the head tag tells the computer that this information is not to be shown on the web page. It is a container tag used in pair as head and /head. No web page coding is complete without this tag. Title tag. This tag tells the web browser that the text placed between title and /title does not form part of the web page. It will be shown on the title bar of your web browser. The use of title tag is not mandatory. You may choose not to give title to your web page. In that case, your web browser will show the file name and its path as the title of your web page. Body tag. The body tag is a container tag. It tells the web browser that the text contained between the body and /body tags is to be shown on the web page. How to create and save an HTML document. You can create and save your first web page by using the basic tags. Follow the steps given below. Step 1. Start the Notepad text editor and write the following HTML code. Doctype HTML. HTML. Head. Title, my first web page /title /head. Body. I want to explore the wonderful world of HTML /body /HTML. Step 2. Now, click on the File menu. Step 3. Click on Save to open the Save As dialog box. Step 4. Choose the location where you want to save the file. Step 5. Enter any name for the file such as myfirstwebpage.html. Step 6. Click on the Save button to save your file. Viewing a web page. You can open an HTML document in a web browser and view it. To open an HTML document in a web browser, perform the steps given below. Step 1. Open the folder in which you have saved your HTML document. Step 2. Locate and select the file and press Enter. The web page will open in your default web browser window. CSS 3. CSS is short for Cascading Style Sheet. It is a style sheet language used to simplify the process of making web pages. It handles and describes how an HTML web page will be presented on a web browser. It helps save a lot of time as one design layout can be used to make numerous web pages. The latest version of CSS is CSS 3. CSS follows some style rules that are interpreted by the web browser and then applied to the corresponding elements in HTML web page. The syntax to create a style in CSS is as follows: selector, property 1, value 1, property 2, value 2. In the above syntax, the selector signifies or points to an HTML tag to which a style will be applied, like body. The property 1 is a property of CSS which can be used to create a style, and the value 1 is the valid value of the property. A semicolon should be used at the end of the property value if more than one property is used. However, you can skip the semicolon if just one property is used. All the properties with their values are enclosed within curly braces. For example, if you wish to create a style that fills a background color in a web page, then you must use the background color property of CSS in the following way: body, background color, blue. In the above code, body signifies the body tag, background color is the property, and blue is the value of property that will change the background color of the web page to blue. Using CSS style. The CSS styles in an HTML document can be used in the following three ways: inline style sheet, internal style sheet, external style sheet. Inline style sheet. This CSS style is used to create and apply a unique style for a single element. The syntax to create an inline style is as under: element style is equal to property 1, value 1, property 2, value 2. In the above syntax, element is any valid HTML tag and the style is the global attribute of HTML used by all the tags of HTML. The style attribute consists of all the CSS properties and their values within double quotation marks. For example, body style is equal to background color, blue, color, white. Text in white color, / body. Internal style sheet. You can use an internal style sheet in an HTML document. For that, you can use the style tag. This tag should be placed between the head / and head tags. An internal style sheet is commonly used when one web page has a unique style. For example, head, style, body, background color, blue, color, white, / style, / head, body, text in white color, / body. External style sheet. When you want to use an external style sheet, the CSS styles need to be written in a separate file which is saved with .css extension. You should include a reference to the external style sheet file within the link element inside the head element. The syntax to include the reference of an external style sheet is as follows: head, link rel is equal to style sheet type is equal to text CSS ref is equal to name of style sheet / head. In the above syntax, the href attribute contains the path of the style sheet. For example, if you have saved the file in which styles are written with the name style.css, then the code will be as shown below. Head, link rel is equal to style sheet type is equal to text CSS ref is equal to style.css / head. If the file is saved at any other location, then you should provide the complete drive path of the style sheet. Let us now learn how to create a web page using the external style sheet. The first step is to create a style sheet file. Open the notepad and type the code given below: body, background color, blue, color, white. Next, save the file with the name style.css at any location of your choice. Then open a new notepad window again and type the following code: doctype HTML. HTML. Head. Title, using external style sheet / title. Link rel is equal to style sheet type is equal to text CSS ref is equal to style.css / head. Body. Text color is white and the background color is blue / body / HTML. When you open the above web page in a browser, you will get the following output. If you wish, you can use a 6-digit hexadecimal code instead of a color name. For example, the hexadecimal code number 000000 represents the black color and #FFFFFF represents the white color. For example, body, background color, number 000000. It is also possible for you to set an image as a background of a web page. For that, you will have to use the background image property of CSS in the following way: body, background image, URL, background.jpg. How to edit an existing HTML document? To edit an existing HTML document, you can follow the steps given below. Step 1. Locate and select your file. Step 2. Right-click on the file icon to open the right-click menu. Step 3. Hover the mouse pointer over the Open with option to open a submenu. Step 4. Click on Notepad. Your HTML document will open in Notepad so that you can make changes in the file. After making the required changes, you need to save the file by pressing the Ctrl+S keys. In case your web page is already opened in a web browser, you will have to press the F5 key to see the changes you have made. Knowledge Zone. HTML is the most widely used computer language to design web pages. HTML can be used with other computer languages to create eye-catching web pages. You can see the entire HTML code of a web page by right-clicking and choosing the View Page Source option.